Hey guys! What's up? Alpha Lion Simba here, and welcome to another episode of Sentencing the Disney Villains for Their Crimes. As always, I am your judge, jury, and executioner. Tonight, we will be sentencing the villains from Dumbo, Bambi, and Fun and Fancy Free. But before I start, I'd like to introduce my bailiff and prosecution lawyer, Jiminy Cricket. Well, thank you, Mr. Alpha Lion Simba. I sure will be happy to help you with sentencing these bad guys. After all, I am a conscience, and I can help you give out the proper sentences for each villain. Thanks, Jiminy. And with all this, court is now officially in session. Gonna start by joining the circus because the first film in the docket is Dumbo. So that means that our first villain to stand trial is none other than the Ringmaster. Right, very shortly after he's introduced, he whips Mrs. Jumbo into submission and ties her down while she's just trying to protect her son, and locks her in a prison wagon as a result, which she did not deserve. Plus, he doesn't exactly treat his other animals very well. All of that gets him charged with animal cruelty. And for that, I sentence the Ringmaster to 12 years in prison, and all of his animals shall be moved to animal sanctuaries and zoos. Well said, Your Honor, because I think that no animal should be punished for protecting their families. Now, moving on to our next film, Bambi. Now, the opening song of this film says that love is a song that never ends, but in this segment, I say justice is a song that never ends, because now man shall stand trial. Now, one can make the argument that since he's a hunter, he's just doing what hunters do. But he is in violation of many hunting regulations. Right you are, Jiminy, because when hunting, you're only supposed to shoot animals that you legally acquire a license for, whereas this guy just shoots at anything that moves. And of course, we all remember the time when he killed Bambi's mother. Yup, in many states, it's illegal to shoot does, particularly if they have fawns. And there's the time when he sicked his dogs onto Feline. That's another violation because in many states, it's illegal to use dogs to hunt deer. All of which gets man charged with several counts of poaching. And so he is sentenced to 25 years in prison with no chance of parole. And our final film in today's docket is Fun and Fancy Free. Now, I can provide a lot of details about the crooks from this film because I was in it and so heard every story that happened in the film. All right, Jiminy, tell us more about the first Fun and Fancy Free villain to stand trial, Lumpjaw the bear. Well, sir, whenever he was in the area, the other bears grew silent and many of them climbed the trees just to get away from him, which implies that he attacks any bear that gets in his way. So, that's a charge of terrorism. Not to mention, he fought and nearly killed Bongo just for Lulu Bell's affections, which is a charge of attempted murder. With all that in mind, I sentence Lumpjaw to the death penalty, where he will end up as a bearskin rug. Yes, sir, because not only is he dangerous towards the other bears, but he could be potentially dangerous to any campers who would be in the forest. Our final villain to stand trial for today would be Willie the Giant from the Mickey and the Beanstalk segment. Now, he may not be very bright, but he still has a criminal record because at the start of the story, he's the one who stole the magic harp, thus causing Happy Valley to fall into disarray. Indeed, and normally I would constitute that as theft, but given that the magic harp is a sentient character and a major character to the story, I will be charging Willie with kidnapping. And of course, when Mickey, Donald, and Goofy came to rescue her, Willie tried to kill them with his mace. Yep, that's a charge of attempted murder. However, since he isn't particularly bright and at first glance can seem kind of harmless, I'm not going to be giving Willie the same sentence as Lumpjaw, and instead, Willie will be sentenced to just 9 years in prison. Well, that was it. Part 2 of my sentencing Disney villains for their crimes. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'd like to thank Jiminy for his help. Oh, it's no trouble at all, Alpha. I'm just happy to help out. But still, I appreciate it nonetheless. So, until next week, court is officially adjourned.